According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful B&B, Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, might catch Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, having sex in the bedroom. Now that Sheila believes Taylor sent Deacon back to her, might a cheating revelation be imminent? Sheila was pleasantly delighted when Deacon said he wasn't ready to end their marriage since she was afraid Taylor would ruin their reunion instead. Naturally, if Taylor hadn't been so insistent that nothing could happen between them, Deacon might not have said that. Deacon secretly longs for Taylor and imagines what it would be like to have her as the primary lady in his life. This plot looks to be far from finished because Taylor is also unable to stop thinking about Deacon. The likelihood that they will discard the rulebook entirely increases with Taylor's insistence that they cannot violate that doctor-patient boundary. Deacon and Taylor are stifling temptation and putting themselves in danger because they hardly fought the need to kiss. In the end, Taylor and Deacon might let their desire run wild and undress for a romantic encounter in the bedroom. Sheila might find out in the worst way imaginable if that's where this story is going. What happens if Taylor and Deacon are caught in the act by Sheila? Sheila would undoubtedly learn that Deacon had broken their marital vows with Taylor of all people in a soapy way. Sheila can move from praising Taylor and expressing her appreciation to bringing up the deadly threat she made against her. Taylor might become Sheila's worst opponent once more, leaving her prepared to lose her mind like she has done numerous times. We'll see whether B&B decides to go that route in the end, since it would be fascinating to watch Sheila sneak in on Deacon and Taylor. Regardless of the outcome, Taylor and Deacon appear destined to give in to temptation at some time. Sheila will eventually find out, so perhaps she will witness the betrayal firsthand and lose it. Stay in for updates on all the action as The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Sheila, Deacon, and Taylor's love triangle will result in shocking revelations and intense confrontations. In the days that follow Sheila's discovery, Los Angeles seems to tremble beneath the weight of her silence, because everyone who knows her knows that silence from Sheila Sharp is never peace. It's the storms and hail before the hurricane strikes, the terrible calm before chaos, and while Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp try to hold their fragile sanity together, every shadow feels like an omen, every knock on a door a warning. Taylor cannot sleep, replaying that night over and over, her own shame. Colliding with raw fear, her dreams haunted by flashes of Sheila's eyes burning with betrayal, while Deacon, torn between guilt and survival, spends sleepless nights at Il Giardino cleaning glasses that don't need cleaning, pretending to be fine, waiting for the explosion they both know is coming. The first sign arrives quietly. An anonymous bouquet left on Taylor's porch, red lilies mixed with thorny vines, no card, only a single black ribbon tied around the stems. She drops them, trembling because she knows who sent them, and she knows what the ribbon means. A warning disguised as beauty. At the same time, Deacon receives a phone call from an unlisted number. Only static at first, then a soft chuckle, familiar, chilling before the line cuts out. He tells himself it's nothing, but deep down he knows Sheila is playing with them, watching, waiting. As days stretch into weeks, small incidents begin to multiply. The locks on Taylor's office door found scratched and tampered with, Deacon's car tires slashed outside the restaurant, whispers that someone's been asking questions about them at Forrester Creations. Brooke notices Taylor's unease and confronts her, demanding to know what's going on. But Taylor denies everything, terrified that if anyone learns the truth it'll only make Sheila more dangerous. Meanwhile, Hope senses her father's guilt, and when she presses him, Deacon breaks down, confessing that he hurt someone he never meant to hurt, but he leaves out the names, the details, the affair. Hope, thinking he means Sheila, tells him he did the right thing by walking away, unaware that the woman she's comforting is now plotting a revenge so personal it'll destroy everything her father loves. One night, while Deacon closes Il Giardino, the power cuts out. He hears footsteps, soft and deliberate, moving through the darkness. He calls out, heart racing, but no one answers. A candle flickers in the kitchen, and there, reflected in the glass, is Sheila's shadow. Her voice low, silky, almost gentle as she tells him she forgives him, even though her eyes say the opposite. She steps closer, tells him she understands why he did it, why he couldn't resist Taylor's soft words, but as she speaks, she slides a knife across the counter, tracing its edge with one finger, not threatening him outright, but reminding him that love for her has always come with consequences. When she finally leaves, the message is clear. She's not finished. She's only begun. The next morning, news breaks that someone hacked the Forrester Creations network, leaking photos of Taylor and Deacon leaving her house late at night. The internet explodes with speculation. Brooke confronts Taylor in front of Ridge, and Hope storms out of the office, realizing the betrayal she'd tried so hard not to imagine. Ridge, furious and heartbroken, tells Taylor that after everything, the years of trust rebuilt, the forgiveness granted, he can't believe she'd destroy it all with Deacon Sharp of all people. Taylor tries to explain, to say that it was never about lust, that she was lost and lonely and Deacon understood her pain, but Ridge doesn't listen. The damage is done. Meanwhile, Sheila watches it all unfold from her hidden apartment on the outskirts of town, smiling as she sips her coffee and murmurs to herself that revenge is best served slow, one heartbreak at a time. But revenge isn't enough for Sheila. It never is. Soon she escalates, leaving cryptic notes in Deacon's mailbox signed, "Forever yours," breaking into Taylor's office to scrawl, "You took what was mine," across her mirror in lipstick, sending anonymous messages to Hope hinting that her father is keeping deadly secrets. Finn, sensing something wrong, tries to protect his mother-in-law, but when he discovers Sheila's hand in the chaos, he realizes the danger is closer than ever. He tracks her down, confronting her in an abandoned warehouse where she hides her trophies of revenge. Photos, recordings, reminders of every person who wronged her. The confrontation is explosive. Finn pleads for her to let go, to stop destroying lives, but Sheila, tears streaming down her face, says she can't stop because betrayal is the only language she understands. As the argument spirals, Taylor arrives, desperate to stop her son from making things worse, and the three of them stand locked in a triangle of grief, guilt, and fury. Sheila's rage peaks when she realizes Taylor has told Finn everything, that the affair, the betrayal, the humiliation were all true, and in that moment she snaps. She lunges at Taylor, screaming that she took everything from her, but Finn steps in the way, taking the brunt of the attack. The chaos freezes everyone. Sheila drops the weapon, horrified by what she's done, while Taylor falls to her knees beside Finn, sobbing. Sirens wail in the distance. Deacon called the police after tracking Taylor's phone, and when they arrive, they find Sheila trembling, whispering that she didn't mean to hurt him, that she just wanted love. As they take her away in handcuffs, she looks back at Deacon and says quietly, "You did this, not me." And he knows she's right in her own twisted way. Weeks later, as the dust settles, Taylor resigns from her practice, unable to face her patients or her reflection. Deacon sells Il Giardino and leaves town, hoping distance will dull the ache of guilt, and Sheila, locked in a psychiatric facility, spends her days writing letters she'll never send, convinced that one day, someone will understand her version of love. Hope visits her father before he leaves, finally learning the full truth, and though she forgives